Hi, I'm Joe Chili, mornings from 7 to 9 on Buffalo's oldie station, the Big Weck. Joining us on the Big Weck's Buffalo on the Rise today is Denise Ligammare, who's the Business Development Manager for Western Division Federal Credit Union.
Yes, hello.
How are you?
I'm doing well, thanks.
I'm doing well, too. You know, what is or who is Western Division? We hear a lot of credit unions around the area. How do we differentiate one from another?
One from another. Well, Western Division, we are a credit union that's community that can service all of Western New York. Where some credit unions may service just churches or schools or certain employer groups, we are a full service and also a full community credit union. So anybody who lives, works, worships, or goes to school in all 8 counties of Western New York can come to Western Division to use our financial services.
How do they do that? You're right. Some credit unions will say, you know, you have to belong to something, or you have to do this, or you have to do that. But is it something that when you initially get set up, you're licensed for that? Is that how it works?
That's exactly how it works. So we're all governed by what's called NCUA. Same federal government agency as FDIC for banks. Credit unions have NCUA, and it's your charter that you were actually founded under. Like Western Division, we didn't come up with our name, but we are our name because we service the Western Division part of New York State. That's actually what Western Division stands for, and our core sponsor group was National Grid.
Really?
Yes.
All right, so when you start talking about a credit union as compared to a bank,
Yes.
what are the differences?
Okay, well, let me part out the similarities. The things that we have in common is that credit unions and banks were both financial institutions, and we offer the same products and services: your savings, your checking, your loans, your mortgages, your investments, things like that. But where it comes in to differentiate between us is that banks are for profit. So they have a bunch of shareholders, and any type of fees or income or any money that banks make, they pay back to their shareholders. Okay, which is the few and the people they've invested. At a credit union, we're a not-for-profit cooperative. So that means that anybody who uses our financial services actually owns one stock share of our financial institution, which is represented as a $5 deposit to a savings account. So credit unions, what we do is any fees or income that we make, we pay back to our shareholders, which is every single person that uses us. And we do that in the forms of higher interest rates on savings than usually the banks, lower interest rates on loans, lower minimum balances, and lower fees on accounts. We're kind of like the blue-collar bank. That's what we used to be called years ago. So that's how kind of credit unions came about in churches or employer groups. They didn't want to go off to a bank to do their banking and pay high interest rates. So they actually made their own bank, and that's how credit unions were actually founded.
So if we're dealing with things like credit cards or debit cards or things like that, credit unions, Carrie?
Have them all.
Have it all?
Yeah.
Really? And what about when you start looking at, say for instance, a car loan? So you go into a car dealer and you say, I want to get this car, and they start talking to you about loans and whatever the case may be. And if you say financing, right? If you say, no, I want to talk to my credit union about it, is that frowned upon?
Well, actually, we like that. We tell a lot of our members, whether it's members or people that are just out shopping, will go, they will find our rate or things like that. They will contact us if they see that we have a better rate. We'll pre-approve them, and they go in, and we tell them to use it as a bargaining chip at the dealership. Be like, well, my credit union can give me, 4%. Well, I can give you 6. Well, I'm going with my credit union. And it actually works in the member's benefit, because then the dealer might come down and be like, we'll match that and give you the best rate. Or if not, then they just come over to the credit union. But normally credit unions, we got a pretty good rate going on, especially when it comes to the used car market.
And so anything that you could do in a regular bank, you can generally do with a credit union.
Absolutely.
That's pretty wild when you start thinking about that.
Your mobile apps, your remote deposit. Way back when, credit unions were known as smaller financial institutions, but credit unions have really grown throughout the years to be the full service financial institution, that the same services that you can receive at a bank, but usually with better rates.
And if I want my check, my paycheck, direct deposited,
Absolutely.
no problem.
Absolutely.
And my funds are available, holidays, weekends, whatever?
Absolutely.
That sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
What should people be looking for now that we're in the new year?
The new year. This is always what we like to call the financial checkup time. Why everybody waits for the new year? I don't know. We all wait for the new year to start a diet, to look at our finances, to be like the new me. I'm going to do things great this year. So we always tell everybody to definitely give us a call, because we will actually do all of the work for you, what we call the financial checkup. So we can take a look at all of your loans and take a look at what interest rates we have compared to what you're paying elsewhere. And if it's better, then we will refinance anything. So you can, maybe you're paying a car loan at 8% over here, and you see that we're offering you 4. There's no fees involved, you just refinance it right over. Same with your savings, your money markets, your CDs. Whatever you have elsewhere, we take a look and compare to what we have now, and then we let you know exactly how we can either save you money on your loan side or earn you more money on your savings side.
All right, we've got about a minute and a half left. Tell me about Ditch the Debt.
Ditch the Debt. This is our favorite program. We started it about 5 years ago. And, you know, you used to see all the 0% balance transfer specials, things like that going on during the year, usually in January and February. We came up with Ditch the Debt. So basically what this is a balance transfer program, but it's a little bit better than the 0%, which a lot of people see. Our Ditch the Debt is 6.99%. Let me just give you a quick difference between the two. Whenever you do a 0% balance transfer offer, it's usually, there's balance transfer fees involved, anywhere from 3 to 5% over whatever you're paying off.
Okay.
They usually give you 12 to maybe 24 months to pay off, or it goes up to 30% worth of interest. Our balance transfer, the Ditch the Debt special, is 6.99. There's no balance transfer fees, and you can take as long as you want to pay that off.
And where are you located?
We are located at Main and Transit in Williamsville. We also have a branch in Fredonia, but we do everything online as well, so you do never have to even come into the branch. We can do everything by phone, by text, by email, and also by e-sign.
Denise Ligammare, thank you very much. Really appreciate it. For more information and answers to your questions, contact Western Division Federal Credit Union by calling 716-500-LOAN or go to westerndivision.org. Sponsorship and promotional consideration for the preceding segment was provided by Western Division. And don't forget to join me, Joe Chili, weekday morning 7 to 9 at Buffalo's oldie station, The Big Way.